Hello ladies and gentlemen, I am the Grand Cat and today we are looking at part 2 of our Karate Kid figure. This is the 2-pack of Johnny Lawrence and Daniel LaRusso, and of course we are going to be looking at Johnny today in his traditional Cobra Kai gear, and this is of course what Johnny used at the end of the first film. You can see that it has the lovely decal of Cobra Kai on the back of it. He's got all of the different parts up the side of the legs as well, and it's a really good sculpt. We're going to be taking a look at it once again. For anyone that missed the first video, I unfortunately do not have these. I had to buy these loose. I couldn't get them sealed, so there isn't going to be an unboxing. It's just the review, but we have a whole line of Karate Kid and Cobra Kai figures that we're going to be reviewing over the next few weeks. And yeah, this is where we're going to start. We're going to start with the traditional Karate Kid 1 2-pack of Daniel LaRusso. Oh my god, why can I not speak? Daniel LaRusso and Johnny Lawrence. There we go. There, did it. It's easy. So, let's stop the spinning of Johnny before he gets too dizzy. I'm going to move away the mirror, and here we are. So you can see that he is to scale with Johnny in the background, with Daniel in the background, sorry. Also, we are still testing out the new lighting system, so let me know in the comment section below whether you guys like this, whether you guys dislike it, whether you guys prefer this one to the previous one, because we're trying out a few different things here. So let's take a look at the head sculpt first of all. So let's move the hand out of the way, and you will see that this is a really good head sculpt. I think actually this is Icon Heroes, and the Cobra Kai figures are made by Diamond Select, and I think I prefer the look of the Icon Heroes to the Diamond Select figures. Now the Icon Heroes one are a little bit harder to come by nowadays. The Cobra Kai ones are fairly available. You can generally get them still in stores. The Karate Kid ones, this Icon Heroes, a little bit harder to come by. In terms of the decals and everything, you can see that it actually says Johnny on the little nameplate there. On the back, it does say Cobra Kai, and you have some of these markings down here. I'm not sure what they all are, whether these are supposed to be sponsorships or what's going on. I think they're supposed to be like sponsorships in the same way that you get sponsorships in UFC and such. And he has different ones on the other side. But then you've got ones that's just like the American flag and just like a yin-yang symbol and things. So I don't know if these are supposed to be made up sponsorships, you know, like for the film, or if that's just, you know, Cobra Kai just had a whole bunch of stuff just, you know, decorating their with their legs. I'm not sure. So let's look at the articulation. So of course the head, I'm not even sure if it has swivel. Like, it's on a swivel. I don't know if it's on a ball joint is what I'm trying to say. Now, the original figure was supposed to come with alternate heads and alternate hands. This one didn't because it was second hand, it was loose, and I got the 2-pack of it for a good price. But he is missing all of his accessories. We have the shoulder is just like so. It doesn't extend out further than that. That is as far as it goes, so you can't get your full T-pose in there. You have the bicep swivel, you've got the double elbow joint, the wrist is on this little part here, and of course the wrist does remove. It's supposed to allow for swapping hands, interchangeable hands. You have the chest movement here, which I think is also supposed to have a little bit of rotation there, but I don't want to go forcing it. You've also got the waist movement, so the waist moves separately to that. The other arm is exactly the same, of course. And then the legs, you do have that split. Oh, give me just a second. That is mail just arriving. And we're back. Sorry about that, folks. I literally saw the mailman walking up the path and I thought, well, I need to pause the video. So you can see that the legs do almost allow Johnny to do a full split. It's actually better than what we had on LaRusso, which I think shows that they are separate sculpts. because I thought this was maybe just a repaint of the, almost like a repaint, perfectly, for Daniel LaRusso's outfit, with the exception of the swapped arms and the swapped head. But it seems maybe they're not. Maybe they are actually a little bit different. So in terms of the knees, you have the double bend the knee. Of course, it doesn't go all the way. And once again, you have the same issue with the foot, that you can see that there is the joint in there, which gives a little bit of swivel this way, but you can't really move it back and forward. But you do have, once again, the literal toe pivot, which we saw with Daniel, and of course you've got the same on this one as well. So one of the things we didn't check, which I completely forgot to, is balance. And let's just see how good the balance is for Johnny. So I don't expect this to be on Storm Collectibles level, but we can see how far we can get. I think the feet is maybe a little bit of the problem, because we don't have a very good base to sit it on. Oh, well, we had it for a mere second there. There. Very cool. So the balance isn't perfect. The figures, I don't think they've got enough weight to them to give you that proper balance, to have that, in a sort of action pose. Although, I mean, you could... Well, there's very much the very, very prolific sweep the leg posing. Now, let me see if we could just do something more like that. That is the very iconic scene of sweep the leg. But Sensei, do you have a problem with that? No, Sensei Kreese. Sweep the leg. Hang on, if we just rotate the leg just a little bit there. There we go. We got it in the end. So yeah, very, very cool. Very, very detailed figure. I really like it. Have noticed that there is variations of the Daniel and Johnny, and I'm not sure which version of the Icon Heroes it is, but one of them has a big hole in the back of it for putting the little plastic bit to hold them up, and I'm kind of glad that these ones don't have that, because I think that is slightly nicer that they don't. So with Johnny, the way that we're going to pose him is we're going to have the legs a little bit closer together, almost like a sort of taekwondo pose. And the reason for that is because Johnny is supposed to be taller than LaRusso, and we're going to try and feign that by doing this. And we have Daniel bent down a little bit, like so. And there you have your standoff of the two main characters, the final fight from Karate Kid 1. And I think that is going to be it for this video, folks. In the next video, we are going to be looking at the Cobra Kai Daniel LaRusso, which is the older Daniel LaRusso. Oh my goodness, I cannot speak. And then I think after that, we're maybe going to take a look at the Cobra Kai John Kreese. Now, I don't have the Cobra Kai Johnny Lawrence yet. Instead, I am waiting for the Season 2 Johnny Lawrence to come out with the red Eagle Fang gear, because, well, I always thought Daniel LaRusso looked a little bit like Ryu, and having Johnny Lawrence with the red Eagle Fang gear rather than the black Cobra Kai gear really looks like Ken, and then you just have that perfect iteration to Street Fighter between them. So that's what I'm waiting for. I'm waiting for Season 2. And then also, once we get Season 2, we're going to get my favourite character, which is Terry Silver, who is the huge, big end boss villain so far of Cobra Kai Season 5. Season 6 hasn't yet came out yet, and I'm very, very looking forward to Season 6. Apparently Season 6 is going to be the final season. Whether it will be or not, we will see. But so far, I don't think it's even started filming at the point of recording, but I'm very, very excited to see that. So that's going to be it for this video, folks. I really hope you all enjoyed, and if you did enjoy it, please give me a like, share, and subscribe. And if you are subscribed, make sure you click that notification icon so you can see when more of these videos go out. And we will see you all in the next video. Goodbye, everybody.